welcome back to the channel of Mr. Footballer Loons. Today we're doing the Week 9 Barclays Premier League predictions. And there are 8 fixtures coming up for you on the 19th of October. Starting off, Everton versus West Ham, 1-0. Everton's last game, they lost 1-0 against Burnley. They had 10 men. I think it was a pretty close game, but they've lost their last 4 and now they are in the relegation zone. Very shocking start for them. On the other hand of West Ham, they lost 2-1 against Crystal Palace. And the only reason I don't think they're going to get a win against Everton, I feel like Everton will bounce back. I feel like they would start getting a bit more points. But losing against Crystal Palace was a close game. It was a late goal for Palace. But yeah, stick with it. 1-0. Moving on to the Aston Villa versus Brighton game. 2-2. A high-scoring game because in their last game, Brighton won 3-0. Which was a really shocking one. Aston Villa won 5-1. I mean, it was actually... They had similar shots, but obviously Aston Villa took their chances nicely. And I thought it was going to be a high-scoring one. I think Spurs just didn't turn up to that game. They had hardly any shots. They did have the possession, but that's really it. They had some attempts. They had some good attempts to get back into it, but they didn't. Moving on to Spurs versus Watford. 1-0 to Spurs. I feel like they'll kick off, but not with many goals. I mean, Watford did have a few chances against Sheffield United when they drew 0-0. That, it could possibly be a draw, but I don't think so. I feel like Spurs will get back in form with a 1-0 win. Moving on, Wolves versus Southampton. 2-1 to Wolves after. Wolves have been on really good form. They are now in 11th. They used to be in 19th. It's so close down there. They've really pushed it. And Wolves' last game, like we said, they're on very good form. And they won 2-0 against Man City. Don't know how I forget that, but they won 2-0 against Man City. So yeah, I feel like they're going to win again, 2-1 at Southampton. It might be 1-0, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to say it 2-1 to Wolves. Southampton, therefore they're being a bit shaky. They did get a goal, they seem to be getting goals, but they're conceding 4 against Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea have got a quality attack. But they need to improve Southampton. Chelsea versus Newcastle. And what a stunning game for Newcastle United they had home against Manchester United at St James's Park. They won at 1-0 against Manchester United. 2-1 to Chelsea though. I mean, especially Newcastle away. I mean, they did get that away win against Spurs. So far it has been against big clubs. So I think I have actually 2 predictions. 1-0 or 2-1 to Chelsea. Chelsea in their last game, as we just talked about it, in the last fixture, Southampton versus Wolves, 4-1 they won. I'm saying 2-1 to Chelsea. Moving on to Bournemouth versus Norwich City. 2-1 to Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth did lose, but obviously they only conceded 1 away against Arsenal. And Norwich on the other hand lost 5-1 to Aston Villa, so I'm going to say 2-1 to Bournemouth. I feel like it will be close. They might have a chance of maybe getting a point, but I'm going to say Bournemouth. I'm going to back you up at this point, and I feel like they're going to win. Leicester versus Burnley. Burnley did get that quite good win against Everton. Maybe if Everton didn't get that red card, they might have at least pulled off a draw at Everton. Might either equalised, or maybe it would have stayed 0-0. I'm not too sure. But 1-0 to Leicester is going to be my final score. Leicester, on the other hand, they lost 2-1. They did get back into it, but they only had 2 shots, 1 on target against Liverpool. I thought maybe they might have a bigger chance. But I mean, I'm going to say it 1-0 to Leicester though. Moving on to the last fixture on 19th of October. Crystal Palace versus Man City. I'm not too sure. I'm going to say 1-0 because of Man City's poor performance. I'm actually going to say a draw. This one. It might be a draw or a win. I'm not too sure. I am going to say it's going to be a win actually. 2-1 win to Man City. Moving on to the 20th of October. Man United versus Liverpool. I thought maybe Man United could get something out of this game, but I'm going to say 1-0 to Liverpool. As we have spoke about earlier on in this video, after Man United did lose 1-0, I feel like Newcastle did deserve it. In the first half, they were all over them. The second half, they had a couple of chances, but Man United, I think, had the majority of chances. Maguire missing that header just past the post, but Matty Longstaff, what a debut, hitting the crossbar in the first half, so close to scoring. and then scoring an absolute wallop just outside the goal mouth. Not the goal mouth, I mean the outside the box. Moving on to Sheffield United versus Arsenal. 2-1 to Arsenal. Sheffield United draw against Watford, bottom place. I'm going to back Arsenal up. But I feel like in that team that's going to shock us and I feel like they will get a goal. They might put a bit more pressure into Arsenal, but 2-1 to Arsenal. And that is the end of my video. Hopefully you can like, subscribe, and always turn notifications to never miss a YouTube video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.